Assalamu alaikum. Today I will be sharing with you why I am fascinated with the color purple or fuchsia or white or black or red sometimes. Why I love especially the color purple. Please watch to the end, and I am also going to tell you the frequency and spiritual reason why you're going to find me wearing some color, specifically the color purple. Purple is always incorporated in my dressing, always. Salam alaikum.
Colors or frequency, y'all. MK Ultra, look this stuff up. Why y'all think I got all the colors going on in my background and y'all see the blue? Because blue is therapeutic, it's calming, it's very calming. It reminds you of the ocean. Red is very lustful. It brings in your serotonin or that belly nature, that serpent. It makes you either want to eat or it makes you want to have passion. Yellow is very, very intellectual. That's why when somebody is in intellect or learning something, you get on a yellow school bus where you go to school to be educated. Or when you want to retain or remember something, you get a yellow highlighter to retain the information. So we see that even colors have frequencies, and these things can tune and program you. Blue is calming. You see that? Orange is vibrant, it's attractive. Red is lustful, it makes you hungry. You see that? Purple makes you spiritual. It makes you think. It puts you in a state of tranquility. It makes you want to meditate, or it mellows you out because it's the same color of melatonin. That's why purple is royal, and most kings in Africa wear purple. You see that? And then again, yellow is intellectual. That's why you get on a yellow school bus, or you use yellow highlighters for your information, because that's intellect. Colors or frequency, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Y'all see that? Make the connections. That's what melanin do. We make connections. We are very intellectual. We are smart people. It's not only me that's just smart. All of y'all that's listening to this information and y'all saying, that makes sense, Yaki. Guess what? You are smart too, because only smart people will get what this means. There's still people out here that be like, Yaki talking about. So I'm not the only intellectual on this planet. Everybody that's following me is an intellectual. Everybody. That's the reason why you following me, because you are intellectual and we are on the same frequency.
Assalamu alaikum. I completely agree with this brother said. His name is Yaki, by the way. Check him out. He has a great content on his YouTube channel. Colors. If you see me every day, you probably would see me wearing either purple or blue, or sometime I would have underwear underneath on t-shirts or shirts or sweater that are either gray or light color, like either black and white or light blue or gray. And there is frequency that comes with all these colors. Now, let me be specific. Most of the time, you don't even notice, but you pick colors for because you are vibrating in certain frequency. I always pick fuchsia. There is a different colors that I really love, and different shades of purple that I really like. I like the solid purple. He's correct. It's a meditative color, it's a regal color, but also it has a very protective. The reason it's good for a meditation is because when you going into a meditation mood, you need to be protected. First of all, I highly recommend for people to use frankincense, burn frankincense. You could find it either as a oud or you could burn it as the real frankincense, and you could find it from the African stores, especially Somali frankincense is the best of the best because it's very ancient, and up to this day, the Vatican import their frankincense straight from Somali coast, and it's extremely spiritual. It protects you from all evil entities. Number two, I like white and black together. I don't. I like separate, but I like white, only white when I'm at home. For example, my robe that I wear always at home is either completely white, or I would have something underneath, like uh, um, you know, I don't like to wear pants at home. I would wear something like a wrap, like you know how the spiritual people they like to wear this fabric that they wrap around themselves. I wear the wrap, and most of the time it's either light blue or it's shades of different blues. Blue is very protective, like he said, he's correct, and it's calming, but also it protects you from evil eye. Evil eye. If you notice, most of the evil eye symbols they have the blue. The eyes, it's blue. The sky is blue. The ocean is blue. The seas are blue. Is the reflective. Anything that is sent to you that is evil will reflect it and send it back to its senders. Its senders, and it has the frequency of cosmos, because the cosmos has frequency of protection that protect us from the evil energies. This is why in the Quran it tells us the shaitan or the jinn, when they try to go up on the skies, on the seven heavens, they cannot go to certain extent, they cannot pass certain extent, because they try to eavesdrop what God and the angels are working with. This is not funny, but this is actually reality. But they cannot pass through that because there is a protection that shields them from passing certain limit. They have a certain limit. So the blue is for the protection and from evil eye. Let me emphasize the yellow. He's right. It's for the intellectuality, but also yellow has extremely it has a passionate and very much so, like a fiery optimism. It would uplift you like the sun, the energy of the sun. It's within. By the way, red and yellow overlap on these terms. Okay, red also is the passion color, but the yellow passion is a different kind of passion. It energizes you in terms of intellectuality, but also it brings good luck, it brings prosperity, it brings optimism, it brings happiness. If you are down in a winter time and you want to uplift your mood, try to wear yellow, and try, if you don't like the color of the yellow, at least try to incorporate yellow in your clothings. Now let me go deep on the gray. A lot of people, they don't like gray because it depresses them, but gray has a really extremely valuable frequency that actually ground us. It not only ground us, it's very it brings us wisdom. It brings us to deal with the stuff that we don't want to face. It forces us to deal with the reality. White and black are mixture of the gray, and these two colors are extremely on the two opposite extreme sides. White is extremely repulsive. It doesn't attract all the energies. It has the opposite side of the black, which attracts everything. It brings you everything. So black are for the masters, people who know how to deal with the energy. So if you're wearing a black, make sure you know how to deal with energies. But the safest way to go is white, because white, it actually rebels everything that comes at you. And white is, they say, it is for purity. That for that reason, my favorite colors are purple, black, white, and pink. And pink is similar to purple. It's also a very kind of happy color, but also it has a protective and uplifting. It's like a yellow and somewhere between yellow and purple. But pink also, it's innocence. It brings you creativity, it brings you joy, it brings you it's easy on the eye for that reason, because pink, it actually gives you hope. It's a very hope attached to frequency. Let me tell you why I like purple. Beside it's a meditative, but also it protects me, but also purple has ability to get me into a mood where I can tap into energies, where I can actually gives me confidence to tap into energies, that I can play with energies. I can actually gives me almost like a courage to not fear bad energies, because sometimes bad energies are there to teach us lessons, and a lot of time we avoid the bad energies, but purple reminds me to be accepting and be receptive to bad energy that comes on my way, because it already protects you, but also I call on this energy to learn how to manipulate this energy and to turn it into a good something that is useful for me. For instance, like I always say, I was microchipped without my consent and tortured relentlessly, and these demons are trying to program my mind and turn me into somebody that I am not. Now I've learned it is my responsibility to protect myself from these demonic CIA military Zionist influences. So how do I deal with it? I call it. I call these energies. I call it because I don't allow it to overwhelm me, because the overwhelming brings fear, brings anxiety, brings its instability, and it could actually mess with your frequency. So when you call on something and you wearing a frequency that protects you, you are guaranteed for protection. And especially if you allow this energy to come to you while they are attacking you, and you said, yes, I am dealing with this energy because I have to face it, I cannot ignore it, it's happening, it's up to me to accept it, it's happening, but I do not accept it because I want it. No, because I want to learn how to cope with this type of attack. So what do? You accept the facts, what's happening right now, the reality, and that alone will shift the energy. When you accept something it's happening to you, you are allowing it to give yourself the encouragement that you are letting this happen, and you could use the energy of the colors to protect you and to also give you the wisdom that you need, because you could actually use everything around you for your own protection. That's why God created us and gave us so much power, and we not tapped into it. Colors are the frequency that we could tap into it. And this is the reason when it rains and the rains stop, we see the rainbow. And I'm not speaking on the scientific reason. There is a scientific reason to it, but the spiritual reason is the universe is telling us we have provided you with all these colors for your own sake, for your own protection, for your own self-preservation. So these colors are friends. Accept them, even the dark ones. For instance, the black is for the masters, like I said. When you have the color black, is the color that you most of the time people who are masters in, for example, what is karate or any of these self-defense what is it called again? Yeah, the karate or kung fu or all these self defense methods. They use the black belt because they have mastered it. They have the frequency that now they have all the colors that can come at them, and they know how to deal with them. They're not afraid of it. So they accept the reality. They are accepting the reality. And when you accept the reality of something is happening to you, for instance, when I realize I am under attack by the military, the most powerful military in the Western Hemisphere, and there is a reason why I say in the Western Hemisphere, because the U.S. military is not the most powerful in the world. It's only the most powerful in the Western Hemisphere. They have the weaponry, but they are not powerful in terms of the human power because they lack that power. But we do have that power, which is the spiritual power. And the spiritual power is the power that matters the most, because when you have the spiritual power, you have the unseen, the hidden power, which is far more powerful, because the material power, the weaponry power, is just less than 1% of the things that can impact humans. But when you have the spirit power on your side, You are now mastering the power that's not seen, that is not tangible, and most people are not even aware of it. Imagine that. So the master, the black, the color black, or the human with the skin color, black skin color, it's not a good way actually to describe the skin color. Means absolutely nothing. It means you have more melanin, but it's a reminder when you have really, really dark skin color, you are almost a master of you carry that frequency of the master color, which is the frequency of you are now at the expose of a lot of things that coming at you. So you need to have the physical capability and the spiritual capability that goes with it. And I'm not saying people who have a whiter or lighter complexion do not have this power. Quite the contrary, somebody with a black skin could be completely oblivious and completely asleep and not conscious, and somebody with lighter skin. But you get my point. I'm talking about the color itself, the color of the frequency, the representation here, the black, the purple, the red. I didn't emphasize the red. Red, yes, it's a passion, it's love, it's something that drives you. You want to eat more, you want to have something more. It's something that's, but also it boosts your ego. It's a very egotistic related, the color of red. The color of red is very useful in terms of pushing you forward because it's related to something that is very much so within our life force. The blood is the color of the red because it pushes you, it gives you life force, it nourishes your body, but also it's constant movement. So that movement, it's like a Mars, the planetary Mars is the color of love, but also it could be the color of destruction, and it could be the color of chaos. So that is the how I see colors. I see colors. There are colors, some certain colors that uplifts me, but also there are certain colors that reminds me I need to pay attention to something that I'm not paying attention to. And they show up every time. For instance, I will see it through the birds, I will see it through the nature, I'll see it randomly through internet when I'm looking at something. And these signals, and if we're not paying attention to these colors, we could be missing a lot of information. So colors are important. وجعلناكم قبولا شعوبا وقبائل لتعرفوا. Allah says we created you in different colors and different tribes and different nations so you could know each other. The beauty and the diversity of the colors are also mentioned in Quran. So colors, it's something I really cherish and I love dearly because colors are everything. They impact humans every day and we're not even aware of it. Now, one last advice I want to give people. Since I live in Sierra and it's quite gray during the winter time and it rains a lot of times, those of you who struggle with the rain, I would tell you an advice that would change your life forever. Embrace the color gray. Embrace it as a reality, but also embrace it as a good change. Once you switch that mindset, you would start to see everything switches around you because that's how energy works. Energy is about the mindset. How capable are you to cope and to be assimilated into forever changing things? And the colors are our best teachers when it comes to incorporating your life as terms of changing situations. Yes, we get upset. Yes, we get frustrated. Yes, we get emotional. Yes, we get angry sometimes. Yes, we get happy. We get all these things, but these things also comes with the color frequency of the colors. And if you think in terms of the frequency, your life will never be the same. Think yourself as an energy. Now think about yourself. You are not constant. You are forever changing energy, but you are in charge to control that energy through your perception, through your tapping to these energy frequency. Even if you're not mastered yet, you just put your mind that yes, I can do this.